It's week 9 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Golden Eagles, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Golden Eagles of Rio de Janeiro. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rio de Janeiro team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Cowboy defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. A beautiful fake. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Brought down by Jalen Thompson. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game and leaned on all the...
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 67 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
2nd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a play fake here on first down. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Golden Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they can't bring him down. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 10 carries, 93 yards.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where he really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll try the left side. Flowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Stroud. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They stop him right around the 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And this time he is in for a Cowboy touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Jackson.
He's a rookie potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
On 1st 1st and 10 at Spears. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Morales. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Golden Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Here's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Walker. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Flowers, and he will have a Cowboys 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Stroud sets up the play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Play action. Here's Stroud. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, Stroud. Rolling to his right. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And running with power here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Now back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Golden Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Here's Walker to start the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Play action. Stroud now. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. One more go for this offense in the first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Morales. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. Bryce Young has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to the half. Quentin Johnston, a touchdown catch in that first half. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Stroud off the play fake. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And give him a gain of 37. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Stroud completes this out wide. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys at the 42-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be brought down.